Alright, what is going on, my dudes? We are back here today with the video I've been so excited to make for just the longest time now. I'm so behind on these Rank 3 Ultimate Showcase videos, but today we're going to be finally jumping into some Dragon Man gameplay. Now, people have been asking for Dragon Man gameplay for so long, ever since I got him. This is back when I brought him up to Rank 3. This is a very, very old video at this point. I don't know if we'll be able to see like the loading screen to see like what month it was in or whatnot, but it was a very long time ago. It was like 3 months ago. I've had him at Rank 3, and I've used him here and there for sure. But this guy's an absolute beast, man. I love playing with this guy. He's one of my favorite champs to play with. He's so much fun. Now, this video is interesting because Dragon Man isn't the best, like, you know, most usable boss killer in the entire game, right? And that's what these videos, you know, usually are and whatnot. But hey man, that's what we're doing. We're doing some Ultimate Showcase stuff today, and we're going to be going in with Dragon Dude, man. We're going to be taking down a bunch of endgame bosses, and we're going to be having some fun. Going to be having a lot of fun. As you can see, this was a while ago. This was before we had Claire. It was before Dragon Man was duped. I had him at Rank 3 unduped. Obviously, I just made all these videos this week. So keep in mind, you know, there is the current parry issue right now. This video is recorded, so I take a lot of missed parries, hits to the face in this video, but hey man, it is what it is. Dragon Man's a super tanky champion, so if anything, we could just say it's because we were showing off his tank ability. Is that a word, tank ability? We just made it up, alright? So up first, we're going to be having a lot of fun against the final 10% of the champion boss. Now, he's not the best for the first 90%, right? He can definitely, you know, do some stuff to him for sure, but he doesn't really have the damage output to go through the champion and get through his regeneration as well, okay? So keep that in mind here, but Dragon Man is arguably the best champion in the entire game for the last 10% of the champion boss. So just because of that, I feel like we have to showcase the final 10% here because he literally makes it almost impossible to lose. Check this out now. When we go unstoppable here, look at this. Look at our health bar here, man. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And with a little bit of Mystic Dispersion, I believe I have 3 out of 5 on at the moment. You pretty much chain special 3s, and it's just impossible to die. Look at this. We're just like purposely taking hits. Our health bar is not changing. So far, we've lost, I think, 1% health after taking full special attacks to the face. We're back at another special 3. Here we go. We got a prowess now. Now our health went up a little bit too. Okay, cool. Back up to 98% health. And you kind of just chain this over and over and over, and you eventually get the prowesses, right? We sped up that special 3 a little bit there because we see a lot of special 3s in this video, but this is just so crazy to me, man. This is like one of my favorite things about Dragon Man is that, like, if you want to change special 3s with this guy, you're just not going to die. And that's just kind of the way it is. You are not going to die if you use Dragon Man spamming special 3s. Now, there are a lot of bosses that you can do with Dragon Man like this in 7.1, 7.2, the easier bosses in Act 6. But we're not going to show all of those, right? For a couple of reasons. Number one, it takes a long time to do all those special 3 spams, right? Nobody wants to see the special 3 over and over and over. I feel like this is the best place to showcase that sustainability on the special 3 and that pretty much immortality on the special 3 rotation, right? Pretty crazy, man. Really crazy. So with all that being said, man, I'll show you one more pretty awesome endgame Act 6 fight here before we go into Realm of Legends and go over like how this guy works, and I'll show you some different rotations and whatnot. We're gonna go for Crossbones here in 6.1.5. This is the Crossbones that pretty much gatekeeps Cavalier. You know, technically Sentinel is the one at the, you know, the actual Cavalier gate, but he's really easy. We're gonna go in with the White Magneto pre-fight here, okay? There's, you know, the Poison node here, Vigor, and all this other stuff. So the Poison node is the big one, and also there's the Vigor. So you have to be able to out damage his regen as well as be able to counter the poison, and Dragon Man can definitely do both of those, okay? So far, we haven't seen Dragon Man do any damage yet, okay? Because that final 10% was just about a bit of a sustainability showcase, okay? So what I'm going to show you here, look at this. Watch his health, watch his power bar, by the way. When you're in the corner like that, man, when you're in the corner, you get an ability called Cornered, okay? And when you're above, I think it's 1 bar of power, or 2 bars of power, sorry. When you're above 2 bars of power, you're not going to give them pretty much any power, so check this out. Watch his power bar here. Absolutely insane, man. Absolutely insane. Look at this. Watch this. This is literally how you play Dragon Man. You just swipe right sometimes. It's so safe. It feels so safe to just berate them in the corner with this guy. It is so much fun. Whenever you knock down the opponent, you're going to gain an unblockable buff. Watch this. And you can just swipe right and not worry about power at all. If you have the Tiger synergy, even less power from special attacks, you just keep swiping right, and when you're in the corner, you get the cornered passive, and you do extra burst damage as well. This guy is so much fun to use. I cannot stress that enough. I really can't, man. Especially in the right matchup too, he is just so much fun. And if there are a lot of buffs as well and you're running Mystic Dispersion, being able to spam like Special 2 and Special 1 over and over and over is an absolute heck of a time, man. So yeah, he's completely just rinsing through this Crossbones like it's absolutely nothing, pretty much just smashing him in the corner. It's kind of crazy, man. Another really, really amazing synergy for Dragon Man is the Diablo one, okay? The Invisible Woman synergy is also pretty nice, but the Diablo one here is really good. Pretty much you gain an additional stack of power charge, okay, on your special 3, and we'll go over what that means. And Invisible Woman, it lowers the opponent's ability accuracy by 50% while they're attacking you while you're unstoppable. So that's, for example, really good. I think this is the only fight that we use that in. It's really good for Winter Soldier specifically because when Winter Soldier attacks you, he can stun you, he can power drain you, but now he's going to have 50% of a, lower chance to do that against Dragon Man after the special 3. So that's definitely very, very useful here, okay? So the way that Dragon Man works is he has these power charge buffs and he kind of uses them as currency, okay? So when he uses the special 1, he places the ineptitude debuff on the opponent as well as a slow debuff, and he uses one of the power gain buffs, the power charge buffs to do that. The special 2, he gains a fury buff, okay? The special 3, he gains 3 power charge buffs usually, okay? With Diablo, he's going to gain 4. Now, you're going to get the unstoppable buff for 4 seconds per power charge buff. So now if I get back to a special 3, I'm going to have a 16-second unstoppable, and look at that. I just ate the special 1 in the face like it was absolutely nothing, and we regenerated all of it back. Okay, so this guy is just so sustainable. Now, one thing, a couple people, or a lot of people think that the power gain buffs, the multiple power charge buffs, make your power go up faster. This is not true. Like I said, they're only used as currency, okay? So here we go for the special 2. We have 6 incinerates on the opponent. We have 2 fury buffs now. Now keep in mind, if we do a heavy attack here, okay, we're going to pretty much make those incinerates explode and do a lot of burst damage. So here, if we were to go for a heavy attack right there and explode all 9, okay, or now we have 6. If we explode 6 of these, boom, big, nice burst damage. Go right in for a special 1 because we're unblockable. All of your buffs are paused while you're using a special attack. And now, look at this. We have the ineptitude buff up on the opponent as well as a slow debuff. We don't need slow in this fight, but the ineptitude does really good things for, I think it makes your corner damage heavier or, higher, as well as also like decreasing the potency of buffs, whether it be armor ups, furies, etc, etc, etc. So yeah, this guy is an absolute beast, man. Special 3, special 2 chain is a good way to go about it. I'm going to go ahead and show you one more fight against Captain Marvel here. I'm going to show you a different bit of a rotation here. But we're going to go in here again, all right? And we're going to, skip through the special 3, so don't worry about that. But here we go. We're going to build up to a special 3, okay? Now, we're going to build up to another special 3, now that we have 4 of the power charge buffs. So now we're going to have that 16-second unstoppable. This is like the immortality kind of rotation, I like to call it, with this guy, okay? Now, when I use this guy in like Alliance War, this is how I do it. I chain special 3s, and look, it's just like, look at this, man. Like, I can just... You can kind of play him almost like Ghost in a way, where you can like phase intercept kind of. It's just kind of crazy, man. And by the time the unstoppable runs out, you're back at another special 3. Now keep in mind, of course, we're in Realm of Legends, so they can't use their special 3 here, okay? So if, they have the special 3 active, you're going to want to obviously bait out special attacks. I feel like that's kind of obvious, and you'd be able to figure that out, of course. But here, it's just so much fun to just keep attacking them in the corner. Look at that, man. Like, you don't even have to do anything here, and you just swipe right. You literally just swipe right. And I could just chain heavy attacks if I want to. Go for a special 2 because I'm completely unblockable. Pause the unblockable, pause the fury, go for the special 1 now. Get the ineptitude, let's make corner a little bit higher. Keep swiping right, let's go for another ineptitude as well. Even more corner damage, why don't we just keep swiping right as well, or explode the incinerates. How about one more special 1? There's so many different ways you can play this guy, so many different things you can do. He's so tanky, he's so much fun, and he's a giant purple dragon. What else do you want from this guy? He is sick. With all that being said, let's move on to some more boss showcases here. Now, this is going to be Kang from Variant 3. This is the final boss, Kang, the one who regenerates health every 20 seconds, alright, unless you have an Incinerate or a Shock or a passive heal block on the opponent. Now, fun fact about Dragon Man, his special 2 Incinerate lasts for, I believe, 23 seconds? Maybe 24 seconds, which happens to be longer than the 20-second selective time stream cycle. So as long as you get a special 2 off sometime within the cycle, which is very easy to do, as you can see with the power charge buff, you're gonna be good to go. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go for a special 3, and with Diablo, it's gonna give me 4, all right? 4 of these power charge buffs. Alright, so going for the special 3 here. Boom, boom, boom. Set him on fire. Hit him with the tail. Grab him and spike the volleyball. And that's pretty much going to be it from this point out, man, because now we have 4 charges for special 2s. It's going to bait the special 1s from this guy. It looks like the video of the Kang fight is lagging just a tiny bit. Sorry about that. Don't know why that's happening. But yeah, he does have unblockable special attacks, and if he stuns me with the special 1, I'm going to lose all of my power charge buffs. So you definitely don't want to get hit by that special 1. That's pretty much a necessity here. But look at how long those incinerates are lasting for. I can even explode them for some damage, intercept with an unblockable special 2, put some more incinerates up, and not even be close to worried about running out of time before selective time stream comes up, okay? And I still have 2 more charges as well, so Dragon Man is actually so good for this fight. Keep in mind though, okay, Dragon Man doesn't have the highest damage output in the entire game naturally. Once you build up some of these Fury buffs and get them in the cornered and have an Ineptitude buff as well and maybe explode some Incinerates, yeah, you're actually going to be doing some really nice damage after a bit. But in Variant 3, every champion who isn't a tech champion is going to have 50% reduced base attack here, okay? So the Furies definitely help with that, but just out of the gate, Dragon Man is not going to be having too much impressive damage in Variant 3. This is more of a utility showcase of that long Incinerate Man, which is actually a very interesting piece of utility that also is going to work for, like, who would this work for? The Gwenperion boss in 7.1.6, same nodes, select the time stream, he would definitely work for this as well. Another thing to point out is that Dragon Man is the only robot in the game who isn't a tech champion, right? So we have, you know, Warlock, Guillotine 2099, we have Sentinel, we have OG Vision, we have... Is that it? Are those all the robots that we have? We have Ultron, we have Labtron. I believe those are all the... I might be missing 1 or 2, but they're all tech champions, right? And here we have Dragon Man, who's a mystic robot. That's so cool, man. So he's immune to bleed, he's immune to poison, right? He has all this sick utility, and he has decent damage as well. I don't know, man. Like, it makes him a really good, like, Apocalypse counter as well, because he won't give Apocalypse any of his genetic charges. It's very underrated, you know, things there for being a robot, that it's like these tags are a little bit more important nowadays than they used to be. So up next, let's go to another variant here. We have the variant Scarlet Witch, and this was the most specific fight in this variant. I think this is variant 4, variant 5. I think this is variant 5. And funny enough, Diablo is on the team here. Diablo might even be a better option now. What made the Scarlet Witch so hard back in the day is that you can only do this with, you know, Mystic champions. You could do it with Symbiotes, I think, and also Spider-Verse heroes, right? So basically, whenever you crit Scarlet Witch, you have a chance to get a poison, and the attack value is so high that you pretty much like just died, right? So you had like Black Widow, Clairvoyant, and Mephisto who can do this. This was before Diablo was amazing, right? But Dragon Man had just come out when this content was released, I think, and Dragon Man was so good for this for the people who had him, right? And look at that, that was a nice 40k detonation, okay? 40k detonation from the 6 incinerates, which is a really nice cycle here. Look at that. This was a nice, quick, solid fight, right? When we have all of our damage. Really, really sick, man. Really, really sick. So let's go to another very interesting fight here, and this is going to be the Sentinel from 6.1.6, okay? And we have the White Max pre-fight here. Dragon Man is actually so good for this fight. There's fisticuffs, so there's going to be a bit of a slow start. I'll tell you what, why don't we just skip like the first 20 seconds of this fight, because fisticuffs are there and there's nothing we can do. It's just we're kind of playing chicken with him for the first 20 seconds, right? So that happens. Now, after the 20 seconds are up, I think it might be 30 seconds. That may have been a 30-second fisticuffs, man, here. I'm not sure. I didn't read the note all the way. But that was a long time on like the fight timer down here that I have. So you have to wait it out. And now at this point, we have our power charge buff. We also have the node here that drains our power every 20 seconds, okay? I think that's what it is. This node's 20 seconds, fisticuff 30 seconds, okay? So this is going to be draining our power when that little charge under Dragon Man's name gets all the way to the end. But what we're going to do here is we're going to go for the special 3 and get 4 of our power charge buffs, okay? Now at this point we have 4 power charge buffs. Fisticuffs is no longer a thing. Sentinel is stun immune, so that's going to be a little bit of an annoyance. He also is at full analysis, but that's totally okay. Just want to make sure that we go ahead and dex those special 2s fully. But as you could see here, our power bar is just filling up very, very nicely, and that's a really nice way to throw special attacks against Sentinel in this fight. Check out, by the way, his power bar here. Look at this. Look at this. With Cornered and the Tiger synergy, we literally give him almost no power. It's like, it's just crazy to me, man. It's totally crazy. Now, there's also Hurt Locker here, so we can't go for another special 1 right away. But what we can do here is bait out a special 2 from this guy, if he'd be nice enough to do so. And we can go for a special 2. Boom, boom, boom. Get the unblockable buff. Go right in, get him into the corner, and again, watch this. We're in the corner. Watch his power bar when we go for the special 1 right up. I guess we're not going for it right now. Maybe we're going for a special 3 again. Yep, we're building up to a special 3. There we go. So now we're going for a special 3 to reset things and get our power charge buffs back. But as you can see, Dragon Man is controlling this fight very, 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 very well. And the unblockable buffs really, really help because Sentinel is stun immune, so you can chain these special attacks. Back off for a slight second here, and then you can counter while unblockable. It's a really, really nice way to deal with the stun immunity, okay? So now at this point, we're doing the same thing. We have our 4 power charges, our buffs, and we're gonna bait out a heavy attack from Sentinel and go for a special 2 in the corner into a special 1. Watch this, watch his power. Watch his power. Oh, it got drained. It got drained, but that's okay. Sentinel is being completely rinsed regardless, as you can see. We're going to bait out the special 2 from this guy, and that's pretty much going to be it. So yeah, Dragon Man is one of those champions who is not the fastest in the entire game at doing what he does, but he's very tanky, and he's very reliable, and I'll tell you what, he isn't always the best option, but it's very rare that he's a bad option, if that makes sense. He kind of reminds me like of Colossus in a way, where Colossus is very rarely the #1 best option, but at the same time, it's very rare that Colossus is bad for a fight. Even against Magneto, for example, he gets like a double power in that fight. So it's very rare that Colossus comes up to a fight that he can't do. Same with Dragon Man, even if he's not the best at it, right? So I feel like Dragon Man is an incredibly well-rounded champion, a wonderful champion to have as a 6-star to rank 3. You could bring him just about everywhere and have success with him. Here we have Omega Red. Here's another perk of being a robot, by the way, okay? Taking some hits to the face, that's totally fine. You can pretty much fight Omega Red like he's any normal champion and not worry about the death field at all. This is the Omega Red in 6.2.3, the Enquiries chapter. So what we're going to do here is just build up a lot of Furies, and we're just going to go to town here with the unblockable buffs. And can we get it? Yes, we can. Just a bit of a fun one there. Just a bit of a fun one. Definitely a fun one to view. Up next, we have the Captain Marvel movie boss in 6.4.4, I think. Now, the goal here is to get to a special 2 and just let the incinerates tick her down. Now, you see how she's degenning right here? That's because we have an armor break on us, okay? Now, Dragon Man has a really cool ability where if the opponent armor breaks you, you degen them. Now, it seems to be more of a defensive ability because the degen isn't too strong, but it's a lot of fun. Look at how this incinerate is ticking Captain Marvel movie down. It's just crazy, man. Like, the one special 2 is all you needed. We definitely, you know, ate that special 2 to the face, and it wasn't the prettiest ending, but, man, so cool, dude. Such a cool way to get a kill. So we have one more fight here, and this is against the 6.2.2 Mr. Sinister boss. Now, we have the Ultron and Warlock synergy here that's going to give us a Fury buff every single time. We're immune to, you know, a debuff. So we start with the Suicide Masteries, the Bleed, and the Poison. So we have the Fury. There's Caustic Temper on this node, so every time we hit him, we have a chance to gain a Poison buff. So every time we hit him, we have a chance to get a Fury buff. Now, looking back at it, it probably would have been better and easier in this fight to bring the Heimdall synergy and just have the Fury buff at all times. Why is that? Because I forgot that there is this new node against this guy here that essentially every single time you have a buff expire on yourself, it's going to give Mr. Sinister 5% max power, and it's very hard to manage this fight with all of the Fury buffs expiring all the time, right? So this fight would have been a heck of a lot easier if we could have just consistently had that one Fury buff on us the entire time, okay? So Dragon Man is definitely an okay option for this fight. This is a perfect example of what I was talking about, where there is no way at all that Dragon Man is the #1 option for this Mr. Sinister boss. Nice. Really nice here. That was awesome. No way at all that he is a #1 option, but he can do it. He can do the fight, as we're seeing right here, right? But look at this, man. We're taking a lot of damage. But now I feel like this is a perfect point to show off how sustainable and how tanky this guy can actually be. All right, so now we're gonna have to bait out another special 2. We're down to 9% health in this fight. Can we get through it? I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to get through it because we're now down to 6% health. So we have to bait out the special 1 from this guy, but we have these power charge buffs. So let's see if we can take this fight really slow, bait out the special 2. One big con to being a robot, okay? We talked about some benefits, Apocalypse, Omega Red. One big, huge con is that we won't heal from willpower. So we would normally heal, you know, from the concussion debuffs and everything else that Mr. Sinister throws at us, but not in this fight and not with Dragon Man, okay? Keep that in mind. So there's definitely some cons to those champion tags as well, but here we are. We have the Unstoppable, the Unblockable, all right? We got the Fury buff up. We got to bait out another special 2 if we could, but now he got pushed to a special 3, so we're kind of going to just go for it here. We have Heimdall with us, so let's see what happens now. Oop, Heimdall activated, but now Mr. Sinister is going for his special 3, so let's see what happens. Such a sick shot right here. His giant purple head, look at that. All right, so we have 4 buffs on us now. They're about to expire. Mr. Sinister is down to 16% health. Oh my god, guys, are we going to be able to clutch it out? I don't know. Let's see. You got to bait out the special 1 here. 2 ineptitude debuffs on the opponent. Bait out the special 1. Go for our special 3. Come on, get the Fury buff first. Let's see how much damage this special 3 does, okay? Starting from 13% health, hit him with the tail, grab the volleyball, and spike him down to 8% health. We're now going to be completely unblockable, all right? Come on, Mrs. Sinister. Come on. Uh-oh, he's up. Oh, 3 bars of power, and he smacked us. Oh my god. So we did the majority of that fight at like 30% health. So of course that fight is soloable with Dragon Man. It can definitely have been played better. I could have definitely done a better job in that fight. But what I really liked about that fight is that I felt like that was the only time in this entire video that I really relied on the power charge buffs to kind of like get those special 3s and kind of save myself in that way. So I wanted to show off that kind of playstyle with Dragon Man 2. There's just so much this guy can do, and as you can see, I now have him duped for real on my live account. He's been ranked 3 for so long. He has a nice sig ability. It's more of a defensive sig ability, but it's also very nice on offense at a high sig. At sig 20, it's not the best. Like reduce opponent's regen by 12%, reduce like power gain rate by 12%. I believe those go up to 35%, which is definitely good on offense, but 12% is almost kind of useless, right? It's not useless. It's not useless. One also thing is nice is the armor up. You gain some more attack rating, but it's a lot higher attack rating at 6200. So like I said, it's a nice benefit. I don't think we noticed that sig ability pop up even once in the entire video, really. Maybe we did. I don't think that we did though, for real though. But this guy is an absolute beast. If you want a quick view of my rank 3s now, just to keep things, you know, updated. I know some of you guys like to keep yourself updated on accounts and whatnot. Everybody above Magneto, okay, currently is at rank 3. So Dragon Man was my 14th, and you guys know I like to do these in order, usually. My 15th rank 3, I don't know if you ever heard of this champion, but her name was Elsa Bloodstone. So I have to make a rank 3 video on Elsa. I don't know if you guys want to see that one though, but she was my next rank 3. So if you want to see Elsa gameplay, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell. I don't know if you guys want to see this video. Maybe we'll skip this one. I don't know. I don't think you guys want to see the Elsa gameplay. I just feel like nobody cares. Like nobody really wants. So maybe we'll skip Elsa and we'll go on to the next one. I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyway, my dudes, that's going to be it for this Dragon Man video. I think this guy is awesome. I hope you enjoyed seeing this. There's been a lot of comments from people, in all seriousness, asking for Dragon Man gameplay because a lot of people have him. They don't know what to do with him. A really great video I would recommend for Dragon Man is go check out Cam's channel, Cam MCOC. He made a really long breakdown of Dragon Man showing like all of his utility in a bunch of different places, practical uses. So go check it out. It really shows off Dragon Man really, really well. And I definitely really enjoyed the video that he made too, so definitely go give it a look. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop the like, comment what you think about Dragon Man. Comment about Dragon Man. Don't comment about Elsa for this one. And yeah, I'll be seeing you around.